Welcome to today's explainer. If you're a parent, or really if you've ever had to herd a group of people from point A to point B, you know that travel is this amazing adventure. But let's be totally honest for a second. The logistics, yeah, they can feel like a full-time job. Between coordinating the schedules and packing what literally feels like half your house just for a quick weekend away, you are completely exhausted before you even step out the front door. So today we're zeroing in on a really common but kind of tricky journey, traveling from Saudi Arabia over to Bahrain. We're going to look at a cross-border chauffeur service built specifically for families making that trek from Dammam to Bahrain and see how it completely removes all that friction from your travel plans.
Okay, let's dive into this. I really want you to picture the scene for a second. You've just landed at King Fahd International Airport, DMM. You step off the plane, you've got the whole family in tow, the kids are cranky and exhausted, you're lugging multiple suitcases, wrestling with a bulky stroller, maybe you've got a couple of overflowing backpacks digging into your shoulders, and everyone is just staring blankly at you, waiting for you to tell them the next step. Oh, and here's the kicker. Your final destination isn't even in the same country. You still have to get all the way to Bahrain. The immediate stress of figuring out transportation right at that exact moment, navigating those confusing taxi lines, wondering if one car is even going to fit all your stuff, stressing about international border protocols, it can instantly zap the joy right out of your trip. But today, we're looking at a solution designed to bypass that entire headache right from the arrivals gate.
Enter Taxi Service KSA. This is basically the ultimate antidote to that specific travel anxiety. We're not talking about just grabbing a random cab off the curb here. It's about having a safe, comfortable, and most importantly, private cross-border chauffeur waiting for you. Their whole dedication is focused on giving you a secure, family-friendly experience. Because let's face it, when you're crossing an international border with your kids, privacy and safety aren't just nice little perks, they're absolute necessities. By locking in a dedicated chauffeur, you're essentially turning this massive, stressful public transit puzzle into a seamless, private extension of your vacation. You're not just paying for a ride, you're paying to start your trip with some genuine peace of mind. Let's walk through exactly what happens the second you land. First off, flights are wildly unpredictable, right? You might land right on schedule at 2 p.m., or you might hit a massive delay and touchdown at a bleary-eyed 2 a.m. Well, their 24/7 airport pickup means the schedule revolves entirely around you, not the other way around. Next up is the meet and greet at Dammam Airport. This means you aren't wandering around a massive, unfamiliar terminal searching for a rideshare pickup zone. A professional is literally standing there waiting for you the moment you walk out of baggage claim. And then there's the luggage assistance. For parents who are desperately trying to keep track of wandering toddlers, having an extra set of hands to haul those heavy bags is an instant absolute lifesaver. Finally, it's a true door-to-door service. You go straight from the airport terminal in Saudi Arabia right to the front door of your hotel in Bahrain. No weird intermediate stops, no dragging bags between different vehicles, just one straight, comfortable shot.
So the crucial point is understanding the timeline for this journey. Usually, this trip takes right around 2 to 3 hours. Now, you might be wondering, why the variance? Well, crossing from Dammam into Bahrain means driving over the King Fahd Causeway, which, by the way, is just an absolute marvel of engineering. It's this impressive 25-kilometer stretch of bridges and causeways right over the water. But because it connects two nations, it handles tens of thousands of vehicles every single day. Since this is a major international border, your exact travel time really depends on the causeway traffic on that specific day. Having a realistic expectation of this 2 to 3 hour window is super important, just so you can keep the family comfortable and plan out things like snacks and bathroom breaks before you hit the road. Now, since you're going to be in this vehicle for up to 3 hours, the environment inside that car is absolutely everything. First, you're traveling with cross-border chauffeur specialists. These aren't your everyday city drivers. They know the specific paperwork, the immigration protocols, and exactly how the King Fahd Causeway crossing works because they do it multiple times a day. Communication is also huge when you're in a new place, so the service guarantees professional English-speaking drivers. And for physical comfort, you've got spacious SUVs and family vans that actually prioritize child-friendly travel. We're talking plenty of room for car seats and stretching out your legs. Plus, and this is a big one for this region, the vehicles are all wonderfully air-conditioned. The goal is to spend those 3 hours just relaxing and enjoying the view instead of sweating in a cramped, stressful backseat. All right, let's pivot to the financials, because let's be honest, that's usually the biggest source of travel anxiety. We have all been there, sitting in standstill border traffic, just watching a taxi meter tick up relentlessly. It is the worst. The massive relief here is their totally transparent pricing. The service operates on fixed prices, no hidden charges, zero. This is a complete game changer for your travel budget because what you are quoted at the very beginning is exactly what you pay at the end. And here is a genuinely massive detail. The King Fahd Causeway toll is already included in that fixed fare, so you don't have to panic digging around for the right local currency or stressing about unexpected fees when you pull up to the toll booth. It is entirely taken care of before you even turn the key in the ignition.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how clearly these fixed options are tailored to fit different family sizes. It's totally structured around what you actually need. So if you've got a smaller family, or maybe you're just incredibly good at packing light, the sedan option starts from 400 Saudi riyals. But if you need a bit more legroom, or if you're hauling extra suitcases, a travel crib, the whole shebang, the SUV or GMC option gives you that much-needed breathing room starting from 600 Saudi riyals. And if you're traveling with a huge group or doing an extended family trip, they actually have family vans available upon request, which is incredibly flexible. You basically just look at your family's packing footprint, and you instantly know your baseline budget. No guesswork involved.
So how do you actually make this happen? Getting this cross-border transfer locked in is incredibly easy and completely modernized for how we plan things today. Step 1, you can just shoot them a WhatsApp message at +966 56 948 7569. That is perfect for quick questions or if you're doing a super last-minute booking right from your phone. Step 2, if you're the type who likes to lay out the whole detailed itinerary in writing, just email them at info@taxiserviceksa.com. And step 3, you can head straight over to their website, taxiserviceksa.com, to book it all online. By giving you these 3 digital-first options, setting up this crucial leg of your trip is literally as easy as sending a text. At the end of the day, traveling internationally with a family is a huge undertaking. The flights, the packing, the itineraries, it's like a giant puzzle. But the physical journey from the airport to your final destination should absolutely not be the hardest part of your trip. By totally removing the friction of the border crossing and using a service that gives you fixed pricing, expert drivers, and a massive focus on your family's comfort, you really aren't just buying a ride. You are buying back the first day of your vacation. You get to step off that plane, take a deep breath, and immediately shift into holiday mode. So ask yourself for your next trip, what is your peace of mind truly worth? I hope this explainer has given you the inside scoop to make your next trip across the causeway as smooth and joyful as possible. Until next time, safe travels and keep on learning.